Hello everyone and welcome to another adventure in the Dragon Age world. I am Caitlin, I will be your DM today, and with us we have...
Keela, I am playing Luna, a rogue of prankdom.
I am Megan and I will be playing Facade, the Kunari mage.
I am Cheyenne and I will be playing Gilda, our human warrior.
And I'm Alicia and I shall be playing Ghislain, the elven rogue.
Alright, and last time, our four heroes, joined by Adam, were on their way to get the treaty since the Sixth Blight has begun. They stopped in Redcliffe, where they heard three different stories about the dwarves, the circle, and the elves, and they deemed that the elves were in more prior need of helping, so they were on their way to the Brecilian Forest with Cyrus, and they're just leaving Redcliffe. Alright, ready to go, guys?
Yep.
Okay,
Do I have to?
you kinda do.
Dwarf sounded more fun.
It kinda did.
Just because it has no magic.
Duh.
Angry Forest sounds pretty fun too. You might even see some squirrels.
Of course the mage wants to go where there's magic shit.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, it's really cold. The squirrels might have gone back into hibernation.
Aww.
By the way, everybody
popsicle
have their scarves. Everyone have their scarves. No one wants to get cold.
Well, you actually don't have any winter clothing, but you do have to stop in Lothering while you're there, and Cyrus does make the comment that you might want to pick up at least a few clothing articles,
Okay.
because it is severely cold.
Could be freezing our little
I'm just
titties
gonna
off.
say this: when Luna hears that, the only thing she walks out of the store is with a scarf.
Whatever floats your boat.
Somehow I have a feeling Mother Hen over there is about to attack her with actual winter clothes.
Just because you have a light ice resistance doesn't mean that the whole of you is resistant to actual coldness, dumbass.
Spirit resistance. I almost took ice.
I don't want you to die, but
So yeah, you guys enter
I'll have an
Lothering.
extra
There's really
blankie.
nothing here, so you guys pretty much go straight to the clothing store, where there's a little old lady behind the counter. Hello, how can I help you at all today?
we're hoping to get some winter clothes.
Winter clothes, but it's spring.
Just, we're going to a place where it's still just a little bit chilly, that's all.
More than a little chilly.
Yeah, do you have anything maybe on sale or whatnot?
I might have some stuff in the back. Let me go check for you. And she kind of waddles into the back and kind of hear all this like clashing and clanging, and then a cat screeching, and
Oh my.
she comes out
Sounds like your
slowly
closet.
toddling along with a box. This is all kind of what I had left, because we kind of sold all of it when the winter
I want the
ended.
toque with the pom-pom.
Longest, thickest, fluffiest scarf ever.
Oh, I definitely have the scarf for you. And I see your Grey Wardens.
Yes, we are.
You can just have it then, since you are definitely heroes to the realm. So she gives you, Luna, a nice long, beautiful scarf. It has embroidery on the end of Ferelden crest. I don't have a toque with one pom-pom, but I have one with four.
I will be more than happy to take that. I put it on my head.
Just so you know, the more pom-poms a hat has, the more noble the person.
Does the sun have horns?
Yes, he does.
Okay. What kind of horns, may I ask?
Think of the ram horns.
The ram horns, okay.
They're easier to draw and I like them.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Ram horns!
Stealing Barkos's image.
No, homage!
I don't know, Barkosses are pretty huge and encumbersome, so I think it's a little difficult to imitate that.
Medium sized.
I don't exactly have it in a good fit over those horns, but I have this head wrap.
I wrap it around my head daintily.
And then she also has a couple coats that you're able to put over.
I would like to make an inquiry. Are they made out of Druffalo?
Yes, they are.
Oh!
My
no!
We have one that is made out of a nug.
I will take the nugget, please.
It's a medium, so
I will fight the allergies with the Druffalo.
Do you have one made of goat or something?
let me go into the back and check.
Do you have an extra small or an extra small?
Because there's no standing there. What's wrong with the Druffalo?
I have a bit of an allergy when it comes to
Do
Druffalo.
you need to go outside of the sun?
No,
You do find an extra small coat that you are able to put on.
That still is baggy on me.
Yes, it still reaches past your knees.
It's a little background info. Ghislain is 5'1", and
Wow,
soaking
I'm still short as
wet
a
is 100 pounds.
The shortest in the
A
group.
strong
and five.
wind will take you both away.
Out of character.
So
Out
I'm
of
gonna be
character.
looking at the
I
child
have to.
section.
I have to say this out of character. It's like Ghislaine is fucking wearing a dad shirt, Maggie.
I don't know my dad.
Daddy was
Well, that
dead.
got sad.
Oh, dear Lord.
I give you a hug, but I know you don't like hugs.
Yeah,
In
I like
real
it.
life and in game.
So she goes into the bag and she actually comes out with, it turns out there is an extra large goat coat.
Thank you. I put it on.
It's made out
That
of
means I'm looking
Azaru.
at the kids section, doesn't it?
There was a medium coat.
I'll take it. I'm not gonna wear it.
Ask if she can tailor it for you. It only takes like half an hour to tailor
I
it.
don't plan to wear it.
You can do it as a cape.
I was thinking of bedding. It feels softer and fluffier than our actual rolls. Have you felt our bed rolls?
Our
Would
bed
you
rolls
just
are
like
awful.
a cloak? So now you guys kind of have everything you need. Was there anything else I could help you with today?
Do you have any rope?
Yes, I definitely can go into the back and check and see what I got. And she comes out with actually 20 feet of rope.
Oh, that's all right. Thank you very much.
Cyrus and Adam were still outside waiting. He had a thick coat because Adam prepares for everything. It does not
Note to
matter.
yourselves. Make things in Adam's bag go missing later.
I'll take a cloak to make into a bedroll.
Alright, then there you go. And
Because now that I'm away from slavery, I can have that luxury of actually having a bedroll and a blanket.
I just bought a slightly bigger coat and made sure I'm using that as a bedroll. Come on, you guys have seen those winter clothes they make.
Yeah.
So you guys leave Bouldering, and you head towards Brecilian Forest. So it takes about a week to get to the Brecilian Forest, and the closer you guys get, the colder it becomes, until you become to the end of the forest, where there's wind coming just through the trees, blowing at you. Cyrus says to you, I suggest you put on that winter clothing now.
It's like looks over, completely buried underneath the coat.
And yeah, there is snow coming from in, but it looks like you could see a definitive line for where the snow stopped. So it's not even just kind of coming out and blowing everywhere, it's stopping right on the edge of the forest.
Magic shit.
It's magic shit.
That's all you're hearing of magic shit.
Cyrus pulls up his cowl over his nose and he says, okay, bundle up.
I put mine on and I
What?
secure my pom-poms.
Okay, so you all head in. So as you get into the forest, it is blistering cold and that wind does not rest once. It is blowing and blowing. At one point, Luna does lose her footing and goes face first.
Footing. There's nothing but cloak beneath me. How have I been walking so far?
There's just a single.
Because you're behind
like,
Basad, who's
divot.
making a path for everyone because he's so huge.
Oh.
I've got this, friends. And Ghislaine.
Also, I don't know how big Cheyenne's armor is, being a warrior, that she also just kind of treks through it.
Yeah, both me and Basai are making a path.
I cut the initial path. She goes and stomps the snow down, making it easier for everyone to walk.
My pom-poms are waving
Now,
in
are
the
we
wind.
going to determine that the elves pretty much are like Lord of the Rings elves where they walk on top of the snow?
Well, Ghislaine probably
I might be
'cause
small enough.
100 pounds when wet.
I think one of my favorite moments from Lord of the Rings is Aragorn goes to the ground and is listening. He's like, I think I can hear them. Legolas standing straight up. Oh yeah, no, I could totally see them. Totally, he totally didn't need to get on the ground and like listen and do all
What do
this,
your
like,
elf eyes
ranger
see?
shit.
They're
Yeah,
taking the
right?
hobbits to Isengard. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
As you get halfway to the path towards the camp, you hear this blood-curdling roar come from somewhere in the forest, to the point where it stops you all in your tracks.
Now, what kind of war is this? Like a dragon war? A war? Stupid speech impediment.
What is?
Gotta love them
Sure,
speech
absolutely
impediments.
nothing.
So, like a dragon roar, or like a Herlock roar.
Or an ogre.
Can we feel
This is
any?
before or after my face is in the snow?
This is after.
Yes.
It's
Okay,
not
so
a dragon
I'm in the
roar.
Wait, if they're walking on the snow, does that mean she breaks her nose because she didn't break through the snow?
I got enough fluffy
She's
padding.
so light, it just sounds like plop. Whenever she falls
She
over.
literally was another snowflake, basically. I just felt that. No, the roar was not quite dragon, but it was still quite ferocious and deep. You could all kind of feel, you heard the roar and you felt this chill take you all of a sudden.
Is it Darkspawn?
You can feel it feels like Darkspawn, but at the same time, the chill is kind of dulling your senses to a numbness. But you can still feel something is there. And it's only you that's feeling this, remember, because you're technically the only one who's an actual Grey Warden, you and Adam.
Right.
These three never took the joining yet.
Oh, that's right. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, they're all like little babies. Gilda's like having a momentary like crisis. Oh, God.
Yeah, and like one of them's face down in the snow.
I can picture Gilda just like, oh god, they're like little babies inside the sun. And one big child.
One big overgrown child.
Right.
He's
So,
double XL.
Hey, everyone, I can feel some Darkspawn.
Adam looks. I can feel it too. It's very faint. So this feeling, we would think they wouldn't be this close. Not even in the vicinity of the forest. They should be miles away. But you can still feel it, and that you can feel that it's in this forest. Though you don't know what's telling you, but there's something in this forest.
Some kind of taint or whatever.
Kind of something from what you're feeling. Yeah. So once you guys keep going, because once that roar kind of ended, a few seconds after, that chill, like you still of course are cold, but that chill gets released. It was like just a momentary thing.
Be on your toes, everyone.
Cyrus says that's actually the first. We haven't heard anything like that. It's just been the chill. We haven't heard anything.
It's all because of you. It senses you.
He's getting out of the snow.
Can they reverse sense?
They can
yeah.
sense you. Yeah, you sense them. They sense you.
Oh, bitch tits.
Make yourself a beacon, darling.
Well, then in that case, tally ho!
As you guys keep going, the storm starts to get a little worse, but you can make out in the distance what looks like Arabelle. You see some Arabelle, and Cyrus goes, "That's the camp. That's where our camp is." So as you get closer, there's pretty much nobody outside, but you can tell that there is people here. There is elves here. They're just all huddled in their Arabelles. So as you're walking through, Cyrus goes, Keeper, I found someone to help us." Out of one of the bigger Arabelles, you see this female elf with long gray hair and brilliant blue eyes step out. Cyrus, is that you?
Right there. You want the small one right there.
So he brings you over, and he's like, "Everyone, this is Keeper Zarathari. She is the one that pretty much first felt something happen in the forest before even the winter chill was here." She says, "Well met to everyone."
Hello.
No.
Fluffy sleeve in the wind.
"I wanted to thank you all for coming to help. We've lost quite a few elves since the storm happened." And Cyrus goes, "Keeper, they're Grey Wardens." And Adam walks up, and he's like, "Yes, truthfully, we were coming for the treaties." And she's like, "Well, as you can see, we are not in any position to send anyone at the moment." And Adam's like, "Well, of course, we will do what we can to help you with your issues." And she looks, "And what do I call you all? What are your names?"
I am Gilda.
Gislin.
"I am Basar." "Well met." She looks to Cyrus with saddened eyes. "I should tell you that 2 days ago, a group of our people went into the forest to see if they could see whatever was causing this storm. And from behind her, you see this kind of small elf girl, I think she's the same height as you, Luna, run out. And she goes, 'My father led them, Garen. He's the one that led them. He says he was going to destroy whatever was doing this.'" And Cyrus visibly becomes angry. "But they know it's dangerous. Why would they do this?" And Zarathar is like, "You know how stubborn Garen can be. But I said I was going to get help." She's like, "Yes, but they didn't want to waste any more time. Not only have they lost about 3 to 4 elves just from the frostbite, but 6 of their hala have died. So they're losing their means of transportation." Zarathari also looks to Cyrus and says, "I am also saddened to tell you that Mari went with them." And Cyrus screams, "What? Mari is my first and Cyrus's wife." She's so far like around what?
Just have to.
He looks at all of you with pleading eyes. "We have to go now."
Okay.
Zarathari points to one of the entrances of the forest. She's like, "If you head that way, you'll find the ruins. You'll know you're close. The further you go in, the colder it gets." Cyrus pretty much takes off to the edge of the forest, but before he can get in there, someone stops him. It is a male elf with short brown hair, and he pretty much grabs Cyrus by the shoulders and starts talking to him. But they're too far away and the wind is too powerful that you can't hear.
I start
Can
running
we lip
after
read?
him.
Actually,
Stealth
that's
slash.
And actually, I do have
End up right
perception
behind
hearing.
him in less than a few seconds.
And perception seeing.
Can I do
Actually.
these rolls, please? Please.
sure.
What do
Thank
we
you.
roll?
I'm gonna run up right behind him without getting noticed. So that would be my technically stealth.
If you want to roll perception for seeing and see if you can lip read.
Okay.
What do you roll? Just one?
No, I think I'll roll
3.
3.
And then you add your thing to it, right?
Yeah.
You got the-
Yes. So you add your, whatever your perception is, and because you're going to use seeing, you add another +2 to that.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what your focuses do, is they give you a +2 to whatever you're doing.
So that is a 13 for me.
Yeah, you successfully stealth.
Stealth right up behind him? Yep.
It knocked into your dice.
So I can hear no matter what. I'm
Take
good.
your dices.
Sorry. I can hear no matter what.
The only time you need to leave your dice in there is when you're doing like attack rolls and stuff for your combat.
I'm getting into the habit of just
Okay,
needing
I know.
to be seen.
That's okay.
6 and 6.
So my usual
12.
reaction is, oh, I counted.
14.
From what you can hear and what you can read, is that his name is Soren, and he is actually wanting to go with you to rescue Garen for his sweetheart, who is Suki, to rescue her father. And he wants to go with you, but Sarah says he's too young and too inexperienced. Thank you. He's too inexperienced.
As soon as I hear that, I tug on his coat trail.
Andraste's balls! What was that?
But Andraste
Like,
was a lady.
If he's too young, then should I go home?
No, you're trying to be a Grey Warden. You're coming.
You should ask them. According to them, I almost didn't have to come because I was too young.
It's true.
He's
She
taller
only-
than me.
Although the reason that she got to come kill the Sautria is because she totally kicked the ass of this one dude, so she's fine. Although I turned to like the smaller elf. Forgive me, but I think this size group is what we need to get going.
But if I can help rescue Garen, not only am I helping my fellow elves, but I can prove to him that I am a capable warrior and worthy of his daughter.
Now is not the time to be proving yourself in these conditions, in this impossible way that has already claimed several of your kinsmen.
But I
Please
have
wait for
something
us.
that can help. And Cyrus says no and pushes him back and stalks into the forest.
Well then, in that case, sorry, what do you have that could help us?
There's me doing the, you do that, I go follow him.
Yeah, we'll catch up.
I have this sword that has a flame rune in it that could help ward off some of the chill. Because we don't know what we will find out there. It
No.
might help.
No, we don't. But I pull out, what is it, just one of my throwing axes. I just want to see if, you know what, let's see if you can hit me just once with your sword. And that'll decide if you can come with us. You guys keep going.
I'm going to watch this.
I already took off
because
after
it is
him.
amusing.
Islen, what are you doing?
Following after Luna and Cyrus.
Because they can move more better because they get to walk on snow, which is fucking awesome.
Adam also follows to make sure, so at least they can have one person each who can sense the dark spawn.
Yeah.
Okay. He's like, I can do this. I'm a capable fighter.
I want to knock him, I just want to knock him on his ass. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna knock him the fuck over.
non-lethal damages.
What is it? I'd be using my strength, so that's might. So that would be
I think you got
11 plus 4, which is 15, plus 2, which is 17.
You don't necessarily knock him on his ass, but he does stumble a bit. He's like, whoa. And the sword, like, he holding the sword, and he does stumble, and then he drops the sword just to the ground. He's still holding it, but the tip drops to the ground. And he's kind of breathing a little hard, because that was a pretty big blow.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be impressed though.
Well,
Stand
you
him.
managed to stand, but could you take another kick from me? I'm just looking him right in the eyes. Could you do that? Because I'm not trying to kill you. Whatever that is going to try to kill you.
I need to save my clan.
Then give me your sword and I'll do it in your name.
He
Well-
hands you over the sword. It's a great sword.
Okay.
And it gets a +5 to fire damage.
Would it do the same as, was it a bastard sword does?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would.
That's 2d6. I turn to Basad. What is your idea?
It's a blizzard, so it's going to be hard to hear me until we get into the actual forest. So I just point to the forest.
Alright, yeah, I nod to, was it Soren? Was his name?
I guess.
Yeah.
Sora.
Yeah.
Sora's his name.
Sora. Yeah, no, I give him a nod, and then I start following the elf footprints into the... I start following the footprints into the...
Like,
Yeah, because Adam and
Yeah, Adam's walking.
Yeah, Adam would leave footprints. I'm like,
Yeah.
when do I leave footprints? I didn't think
Yeah,
I
I
did.
But yeah, I start following them.
Suki, you see right before you enter, you see Suki walk up to Sora and like hold his hand, and you see her whispering something, which you think, from what you could barely hear, sounds like they'll find them. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
So you get into the forest, and if you thought it was cold before, it pretty much doubles what it was, and it was like you went through a barrier almost, where it wasn't just, oh, it's already get colder as you're walking along. It hits you like a wall as you enter that forest.
The Canadian in me says, slow down, move slower in ice weather.
Adam says he can kind of feel that it's over to the left. It feels like that dark spawn feeling he's getting. And as you guys, so Luna, Basad, have you caught up to the others?
That is not Luna.
Sorry.
Gilda.
But I am also, while we're doing, I want to look to see if I can see possibly trail of the other elves.
Okay.
Detect, I guess. No, that's
Perception.
perception, yeah.
Basad and Gilda, have you caught up, or?
Yeah, but I want to know what is it Basad's idea?
We should have left the sword with the young man in case whatever we were fighting decides to go after the elves.
It'll just make him a bigger target. When you have a weapon like this, that's the first person they go to.
True.
So what was it? You wanted to percept to see
Yeah.
if you could see the trail?
I think just an 11, because I don't think this detect goes with that, does it?
That's detect dark
Yeah,
spawn,
but
is
we
it?
don't have that yet.
Technically, you don't have that yet.
We don't have that.
I mean, if you really wanted to, I could do my perception check because I have seeing.
So I'm at 11 as it
I mean, you
is.
could both do it. You could both definitely do it.
Because it's like, I'm at 11 as it is. Okay.
Well, then
so-
you would add your perception to that, and that's
so
11.
then it's 14.
Okay.
That's what I was wondering.
Ugh, that's a shitty roll. 10.
Alicia had a shitty roll?
Okay, mark it on the calendar. This won't happen again. Unless we hand our
Light
precious.
the beacons!
What's my gem, yeah?
I still
What?
blame Casper.
Just.
No.
I'm sorry to anybody who understands Cree out there.
So, from what you can see, there's actually looks like ticks in trees that looks like a knife went into, and it doesn't look like it was like it was an attack. It looked like someone purposely ticked, and it's leading into the forest.
The way we're going?
Yep.
Okay, I'll just keep an eye on those then.
Do you let everyone else know about that, or do you keep it to yourself?
Who's all currently there? Me, him, because these guys haven't caught up to us yet, have they?
Right.
So I'd probably.
So it's you
tell
two,
Gis then.
Adam, and Cyrus.
I'd probably tell Gis. You'd probably get the tug on your sleeve too, because you're still taller than me, fucker. And I'll be pointing them out to you too.
Okay. Cyrus does actually notice them right away, considering that's how they do their markings, to make sure that they can find their way back in cases like this of storms. And so he looks back and he sees that you noticed it, so he doesn't really say anything. He just keeps going and follows it. Have you two caught up?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're all heading there, and you get about another halfway in, probably about 40 steps in, when you hear the same roar again, and a blast of wind comes from the direction the way the ticks are coming. Well, I think we're heading in the right direction, says Cyrus.
I think so.
And besides mine, well, the nads are completely up me now, so I think we're going in the right direction.
Okay, so you're heading up the path, and as you're going, it starts to kind of twist a little bit, here and there, going around the bends, until you come to, it looks like, a crossroads of sorts, but there are 4 paths to take. And wind is coming from each one of them.
Gilda, what does your Grey Warden sense tell you?
I take a deep breath, and I want to, I want to concentrate on which path the feeling is down.
I'm gonna look for footprints.
Do you have Detect Dark Spawn?
I don't think so. Should I have it?
Not necessarily. You have to pick the focus. Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't mean you automatically get it. You do have a perception towards it, but you don't have that specific focus if you don't.
No, I don't. I just got might and jumping.
Okay. You can do it for perception.
I'm still gonna do it just in
Yep.
case. 14.
I'm gonna do my perception quickly too. Double!
Up, 2 6s and a 5.
That it doesn't matter.
I don't care, I got doubles. I'm happy.
No, the doubles only matter in combat.
I know, but I still care.
No,
I
that's
got
fine. What are,
17
and what are you
plus
rolling for?
3. I was looking for,
Oh,
trail
right.
of the others.
Right.
Crap, 17 plus 3 people. 20?
Okay.
I suddenly couldn't calculate
So
numbers.
Cheyenne, your perception actually, you don't know where it's coming from. Even with that high of a roll,
Whoa.
can't. It's all around you. It's almost like you're in the center of it, and it feels like There's dark spawns surrounding
There's
you.
nothing above us, is there?
No, nothing above. It just basically, because like you're in the center of something, and this feeling is surrounding you. You see footprints go every single possible way, over each other, this way, that way. It looks like
So they're completely lost.
Yes. It looks like there was some panic at one point because there's scuffling marks in some of the snow and whatever dirt you can see.
About that rope. You're gonna need it.
Yes, we definitely are.
Could I possibly try and focus if there's like any like direction, any magic's coming from?
The magic's all around you. You wouldn't be able. The whole storm is pretty much magic, so you wouldn't be able to pinpoint it to any certain.
Okay, so no focusing
No.
on.
There are 4 paths. You came up, there's one on the left, the right, and there's kind of 2 in front of you. Pick one and go, or
Whichever one has the most footy prints going down it, I will take that path.
Do you want us to tie
That would
a rope
probably be
to
wise.
each other in case?
Well, at least the entrance.
okay, so that will be.
It's only 20 feet, though. It's not that long, but who knows? That might be long enough.
So the one with the most feet would be pretty much the one that's on the one of the 2 on the right in front of you, the right one.
That's the one I'll be heading for.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Is there like a rock around or anything?
There was a tree right in the middle of the clearing where you are.
I'm gonna tie the 20 feet of rope to the tree. It's not gonna be very long, but just in case.
Okay.
Are there any rocks though in the area?
Not
Well,
that
you can
see.
even just
Yeah, I'll just kind of
dagger it and go. 'Cause
yeah
you don't need a tug on it. You just need it.
yeah just
And I think we've only got the one rope.
yeah. When we get to 20 feet, I'm gonna stab it into the ground, so at the very least it's pointing away. If we end up in the same spot again, we know not to go that way.
Yeah, exactly. And it only has to follow one person.
Now, are they just like regular feet or?
Yep, there
There any?
regular
Okay.
footprints. They're normal footprints.
There's no beast prints or anything.
Or you don't see any.
Mm.
So you tie it to the tree.
Yeah.
And as you do that, the tree moves.
Oh.
Sylvan.
That's why I said dagger.
It is a wild sylvan. Basically, a wild sylvan is a tree possessed and twisted by a rage demon into a tainted and hideous humanoid form.
Ah.
Basically, it moves and it looks like it's stretching, and then it brings a branch down where you are, and it goes to smash you on the head.
I'm gonna
Imagine
jump
an
out of
ant,
the way.
but more
You have
delicate.
jumping. Yep.
That is a 10, so 14, 16.
Yep, you definitely managed to get out of the way.
I just realized I have all my prank cord.
Herbigerd.
Everyone, roll for initiative, please.
Okay,
It's just this dice. We don't add anything to it.
Right.
We don't add our decks, or
I don't believe
don't we?
so.
Do we have an initiative thing?
It's in the little booklet, isn't it?
I don't have my booklet.
That's fine.
Still using.
8.
Okay, so Gilda, an 8.
I got an 8 as well.
Okay, and then I think at that point, who has the higher dragon die?
Not me.
I
had
got a
one.
2.
Mine was 5.
So you got an 8 too?
No, I got a.
No, it's between the 2 doubles is what I'm asking.
We had 8. I had a 5 for my dragon die.
Okay, I added 2, so you'll go first. Luna goes first.
I rolled the 10 for my initiative.
13.
Sylvain technically had his attack already, so he doesn't have to roll because he's just pretty much going to go after everyone else does. So, he came down with basically one of his arms, went to smash the ground, missed Gilda. Now it is Alicia's turn.
What is our orientation? Like, are we surrounding it?
Yeah,
or?
pretty much. You guys kind of, when you guys came to the clearing, you did spread out a little bit to kind of just search around, see if you could see down a path, what was going on. So you guys are kind of circling it pretty much.
Okay, then I'm gonna use
Probably close to
backstab.
those going down.
Okay.
So that's my dex versus their perception.
Okay.
The Grey Wardens are gonna rumble tonight.
So that's 10.
Yeah, you definitely beat that.
Okay, so I get an extra 2d6s for damage.
Okay.
And I will attack using my daggers. Boink. So it's a 13 plus my dex, right?
Whatever-
That's what your weapon uses.
Whatever your
yeah.
weapon uses, strength or dex.
It's dex.
Okay, yep, then it'll be your dex.
So that is 13 plus 4, that's 17.
Yeah, you definitely hit it.
And now the damage,
Mhm.
which is, I use my daggers, so I get 3d6s, so I don't need those actually. That's 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay, so then next is the Sod's turn.
Yay.
So you and Adam are pretty. You two are you usually, because you're both mages. You will always be next to Adam for the most part. He'll stay next to you, so that because he's pretty much gonna be the healer, and I think you're more the offensive mage, right?
Yeah, mine are targeted to either draining or disorienting.
Yeah. Okay. So you and Adam are next to each other. Cyrus
Mage
is gonna
buddies
pretty
for
much
life.
stay back and just kind of wants to see how you guys deal with this.
Alright, so I am going to target the Sylvan with weakness. Okay. 13.
Okay.
13 to hit.
So that means like you have to not only beat your spell, you have to beat a number for yourself, right? For whatever your spell number is. That also has to beat his defense, which it does.
Alright, so it has to roll to beat mine of a whopping 14.
What is he rolling? Like, what does
He is
roll?
rolling magic spirit versus spell points.
So my magic, I have to. Okay, gotcha. 14.
It matches, so
I think it goes to the. I think he's defended against it then.
I think then it's whatever whose magic is higher than I think. I think if I remember that. So what's your magic at?
is that a 4?
Yeah, then okay. So you he can't beat it.
Alright, so it was a win. So it's -1 to strength and dex, -5 to speed, and to my dragon dice, it lasts 6 rounds. So yeah, all those negatives last for 6 rounds.
Okay, so now it's Adam's turn. But since no one has actually heard, like all he really does is heal, so he's just going to.
Why doesn't he buff us?
Well, he could do that again.
Get over here and get his
Where
armor
is
shine.
his stuff? Let me see. He pretty much has like this rock armor. All you can do is arcane bolts, actually.
Rock armor!
Could you stop doing
Fuck
that?
You should have known that was coming. As soon
Yeah,
as you said, I'm looking
I-
at you like,
I
why
should
would you?
know that.
Why would you
Okay,
even
What
say
we
it?
need to do is get like a tiny little guitar riff to always play whenever they say rock armor.
Alright, so Adam is going to use Arcane Bolt on it. He just barely manages to hit it. 6. 4 damage. Okay, so now it is Luna's turn.
Alright, so dual sword stab, backstab.
Okay.
Because I believe I'm in a good enough position for that.
Do trees even have backs?
Yeah,
Well,
as long as it's a face.
It's concentrating on our rope tire over there, so I
Haha.
assume I get to do that. Roll my 3, right?
By the way, as he's spinning around, because you're attacking him kind of here and there, the rope is slowly tying him around him.
You're not holding on to the end of the rope still, are you?
No, I jumped out of the way, so I would have dropped
You
it.
would have, yes.
Just making sure.
But it is slowly getting more and more tied around.
He's grappling himself.
Do I add anything to that? Dex, right?
Yes, you had your whatever.
14.
Yeah, you hit.
Okay. And then since I'm doing my backstab and I'm using my dual weapons, of course. So I'm gonna just roll the
Sorry.
d6 for the just because I'm using roll my 2 d6s that I'll need to roll here. Okay. My brain's got to work on how this works again when I'm doing my 2 things like this. All right. So that's 10.
10 damage?
Yes.
So you did a backstab, so you basically run up around, because you're using
My duels, which is my sword and my dagger.
short dagger. So you basically run up to behind him, you smack off one big branch on his side, and then you manage to smack off another on the other side of him. So then he turns around again, the rope just keeps coiling and coiling around his, basically it looks like his waist almost.
Like a snack.
Yeah.
And I can do a minor would be to move back.
Well, no, because I think your minor was like you running up to him, and then your major is your attack.
Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure.
Yep.
So those are
Now
I'm
it's
gonna shout this out. Desad kind of wishes someone would grab pieces of the tree and start beating the shit out of it.
like when you do with the goblins in Breath of the Wild, where you grab their arm and you can start smacking them with it.
Why you hitting yourself? Why you hitting yourself?
Zelda out of Dragon Age, please.
No.
Someone's wearing a Zelda shirt.
I don't care. Keep it
And
out
I'm
of my
wearing a
Dragon
God of
Age.
War shirt.
Navi,
Thank you. Thank you for that.
shut up.
Hey, Hilda, your turn.
Yeah, I'm looking at that rope that's going around it.
Okay.
I'm gonna lunge for the rope.
Are you trying to spin them like a top?
So what is it? Darn, I could use. Yeah, no, I want to lunge for the rope and I want to pull it back as hard as I can and scream timber.
Okay.
I want this bitch to fall. What do I
Okay.
need to roll for that? Since I'm lunging forward, can I use jump?
You can use jump.
Oh dear.
Sadly, it's not doubles. It is doubles, but not the other doubles.
So what'd you roll?
That is 11 plus 4, so 15 plus 2, so 17.
Okay, so you managed to get up there and you managed to grab the rope. Now you need to make one more strength check to pull it. 'Cause
Now-
this is a big ass tree.
Can I use my might for that?
Yes.
It's a big ass tree.
13 plus 2, so 15. Timber, motherfucker! It's a bad day to be a tree! Did I succeed?
You succeeded. Grab the rope and you plant your feet. Pull as hard as you can. And the Sylvan screeches and falls to the ground. A mighty thump hits the ground.
That's my major action, right? That's
That-
my action, my major
yes.
and my minor?
Yes.
Okay.
Branches and twigs fly everywhere. And he is now pretty much on the ground and he can't move. Because when you pulled that rope, it slipped down a little bit to his legs and pulled them together.
You mean his roots?
I guess his roots, yes.
Yeah.
Because I guess they have leg roots, like they're
Yeah.
It's just uprooted.
Yeah.
roots.
Wait, I got one more thing to say. Grab my axe! Because I'm looking down, not on the ground now.
well. Unfortunately, it is his turn though.
Okay.
But the tree's turn.
Keep in mind the penalties.
No, I know, yeah.
Oh, right.
But I mean, technically, he has to try to make a save here, it's kind of like a thing
a few saves?
to be able to just to get up.
Try it, motherfucker. Since I'm holding it, would it be against me?
You contested, I guess.
Yeah, because you're holding it tight, right? Like
Yeah.
you're trying to keep him there.
Yeah.
So he's gonna try to wiggle out of the rope to at least get free.
So is this contested strength?
Yes, it would be a contested strength. So he has a 20.
12.
So he manages to kick his leg roots, and he gets the rope free and he snaps the rope.
Okay.
It just kind of tugs out of your hand, but you manage to stay afoot so that you don't get pulled towards him.
Okay.
But you get a little bit of a rope burn in your hands. Just slightly, not enough to...
Through the glove!
It stings a little bit. But he snaps the rope,
These were new.
and he manages to get up. And that's pretty much all he can do.
Wait, didn't she chop off his arms?
It was a bunch of branches that were sticking out.
Okay, and
Because he has his 2 arms, but then he has a bunch of branches that stick out here and there.
okay, yeah.
So now it is Alicia's turn to do what you can do.
Say Ghislaine.
I don't want to butcher your name. I'm sorry.
Gislin.
Ghislaine. I've seen it and I always sound like it's Ghislaine, but then I go No, stop with the Z.
Snakey McSnaketon.
Gislin. Think of
Gislin.
Hannibal.
Okay.
Gislin.
Ghislaine.
And no, not Hannibal Lecter from the series. Hannibal Snecter, my snake.
Okay, from now on I'm gonna say Ghislaine so I can practice it. Okay,
You're not allowed to say,
Ghislaine.
you're not allowed to say her name anymore.
Okay. Alicia, the name is forbidden from the game.
Every time you say
At least you're
you have
getting
to
my name
record it.
right.
Hey, I managed to now gone from Alicia to Alicia.
How
Okay.
many years?
I know, right? Well, the thing is, I think you corrected me once, but then you just didn't correct me for a while either.
Because
She gave up on
how
you?
many times people fuck my
Yeah.
name up since I was a wee little baby. I correct you once, and then I go, fuck it. I don't care anymore.
I learned.
It's if you're gonna know my name, you gotta learn on your own power, because I'm done.
Okay, Ghislaine, it is your turn.
I shall backstab the 3 again.
Okay.
Okay, so that's my dex versus their perception again.
Okay.
14.
Yep, you beat it.
Now I'm rolling to hit.
Okay.
So that's 12.
You Bailey.
And then now I'm rolling for damage with my daggers. And I get 2 extra d6s because of backstabbing. It's 4 and 9. So that's 15 damage.
Ooh, nice.
Wait, you get 2 d6s? I only get 1 d6 plus 2.
On success, 2 d6 extra.
Did you do it wrong there, Keela?
If
It's not written on my thing.
That's because I wrote it down. Because I copied it from the book.
Is it a
Got
different
someone get her
skill?
homework.
Well, no, I'm wondering if there was another thing that you could take that I didn't take.
Or maybe you just missed it.
Well, this one was helping me write everything down. So
No, it's 2d6 extra because I wouldn't.
I think you get the backstab just in general as a rogue.
That's the one that we get
I know
right
it
off
was
the
a
bat.
2d6 extra. That's why I thought there was something else was added to it. Okay, nope. I did it wrong last time.
So with that, goes on to one knee. You can tell he is not doing good. It is now Basad's turn. And he's pretty much swiping just randomly, trying to keep you away.
Swiping, no, swiper, swiping, no, swiping.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to do something about that. I would like to use the spell Daze. And what Daze does is on success, that suffers 1 penalty to all ability tests until my next turn. Okay? Yeah, I make it.
And what was the number though?
So 9, 13.
Okay, yeah, you hit.
So the target has to do a test of will. So roll for will, get 14.
13, so he does not make it.
Alright. Until my next turn, he suffers a -1 to all ability tests.
Okay.
And I am good.
Okay.
Does that stack with the other, with the drain? It's only been 2 rounds, so.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure unless it specifies, everything stacks.
Okay.
For the most
It
part.
does in the game.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Unless
I didn't
it
get
cancels
any
out.
hits, so
Yeah.
I didn't do any drain life. But yeah, he is now dazed and weakened.
Okay.
For the glory of entropy!
It is Adam's turn. He is going to do his rock armor because he wasn't able to do it last time, or he forgot to do it last time. Makes it. He gets his rock armor, and then he gets into a ready stance. So now it's Luna's turn.
But we'll duel again.
Okay.
And of course backstab. This time I'll do it correctly, apparently. Although that's been adjusted on my sheet. 12. Plus that is 16, which I believe hits. So I actually need to roll.
It hits for sure.
I'm trying to think of exactly how many I roll for this.
Okay, so you take whatever dice. How many dice does your weapon take?
1d6 for the short sword, but I'm dual wielding.
Dual wielding with what?
My dagger, which
Okay.
is a 1d4.
Then I believe you should get,
So 1d6,
and then whatever the dagger.
1d4.
Okay,
And then with backstab, I get an additional 2d6.
I believe so. Is that what it says, Alicia?
2d6 on a successful.
Okay, there you go.
Alright, so now I know what I'm rolling here. All my dice. Is 18. Oh, whoops, nope, 19. Forgot that. Plus 1 for the duel.
19, okay. Okay, so he's not quite down yet, and he still is just swinging wildly. Gilda, it's your turn. He
Yeah.
is on his knee, both his knees now, though. One hand is on the ground, and it's pretty much just like swinging in front of him.
Fuck him up, Gilda! Yep, I'm pulling out my throwing axe.
Okay.
Yeah, and I am going to attack him. A melee attack. Beep, 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 beep. 12.
Yep, that hits.
Alrighty. 12. Can I
Okay.
use my might with that attack? I don't know what I
no,
can use my
You don't know. You
Okay,
won't
so
need it.
no, that's just 12 damage.
So with a mighty scream, you throw your axe into the middle.
I'm not throwing it. I am holding it above my head. I'm smashing it down, or I'm smashing it. I'm not throwing it. I want to hit it.
Lumberjack style.
Yeah.
Lumberjack.
But it's a throwing axe, right?
I can throw it. Yeah, if I want to.
Oh, okay. It's optional. I didn't know it was optional. I thought it was throwing axes. You just automatically.
Throwing axes can still be. You know my axe pipe at home?
Mhm.
Throwing axes can still be bigger than that.
Okay. Okay. So will you run at it? Bring it down into the middle of his face.
I'm a lumberjack and I don't care. So just slam
And
into
your
it.
voice breaks like that as well.
Yeah, and it hurt.
So you bring it down, smash it into his face, and with he screeches as you brought it down, and immediately he stops as it impacts his face, and he falls to the ground dead. Congratulations, you have all slain the Sylvan.
And this is where we will end another chapter of Dragon Age, the War of Bellitanus. Thanks for listening, and keep on clucking.